your own great night and a wonderful good morning. And I hope you will have a wonderful, lovely day. So here from Bangkok, I say I want to welcome you with Sawadee Khap, and I'm looking forward to teach you today again. So I hope you are in a good mood for today, because we have some things to talk about in our trading stuff. So we stream this show on YouTube right now. I can see it here on my other screen. And if you want, you can like the show, you can leave a comment, or you will find a button in the right corner, because then you can subscribe the channel so you will never miss an episode, by the way. So Barry from YouTube also, wonderful good morning. Thanks for being here. Darom also, nice. And on Zoom, I love it to speak to you every morning. So let me share my screen. And fix it. So here we go. Great stuff here. Wonderful. Come on. So here we go. So who is there on Zoom? Tina, good morning. Lisa, good morning. Mike, Marie-Louise, Plum, good morning, my friend. Uwe, wonderful, good morning. And what's the other one? Just here. Ian, good morning also. So today, is a day off because it's Thanksgiving in USA. So we expect a really calm trading day, because when the Americans are not trading, are not do trade, then the rest of the world is also a little bit more calm. Or that's the option. We have big and huge impacts because the stabilization of the traders of America is missing today. But we'll see. As a private trader, which is different to an institutional trader with a lot of money, as a private trader, you have to work differently in the market. So today is Thursday. You see, just Mexico will come out with some news, but it's not really interesting for us. So if you're looking for more news, something like that, or really background stories, then the point is, then visit this homepage, admiralmarkets.com/analytics. And Estia, maybe if you want, we can share this link in the YouTube, or maybe in Zoom, if you have time for it. Ocho, wonderful, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving too. And here we go. So we'll find a lot of things, a lot of background stories. Today, for example, top news: German consumer confidence is expected to fall in December. So actually, we have our new government in Germany. We will see what they will do for us. We have actually different problems in Germany. I see it in the news. For example, we have worse numbers about COVID-19 in Germany. So I guess we are really close to a new lockdown in full in the whole Germany. In some countries we have already lockdowns, and in my home country Bavaria, we are close to get in a hometown to get in lockdown. Yeah, let's see. The market are really uninteresting about these numbers, and yeah, let's see what we can do today. So let me invite you to our Telegram channel, and here we go. If you have WhatsApp and Telegram beside, then you can follow the Admirals account here on Telegram too, by the way. So then let's switch to our charts, and as always we start with DAX 10 minutes, and here we go. So yesterday we had wonderful new trading ideas, because there was time to make money in the market. So first of all, there was the second trend arm. So there was the balance candle, and here we go on the way down. There was the money in. So here was the second trend arm again. So then we have the trend break. We had the trend break, and there was the next second trend arm. Okay, it was in quite middle in the night, but basically, you see the strategy is working again. So And here we go. Thanks, Nastia, by the way. Thank you very much. So, and here was the second trend arm, and you see we had the trend continuation already. So, and on the right side of the chart, actually there is no trend continuation here at this point too. Not really a close, which means we are still going a little bit deeper in the correction because the trend will break here. Okay, and everything what happens between 0.3 and 0.2 is just a correction. But it's the third trend on right now, and the big money was in the down and in the last trend on number 2. So let's check our focus charts. And here you can see in the chat, you see we have the link. If you get deeper with kind of analytics, background stories, news, something like that, if you're interested in this, then check this site, because the people of our team of Admirals make a lot of effort to give you a lot of information you can handle with, you can deal with. Yeah, Frank, wonderful, good morning. So let's go. Here we go. The first, the worst news, the bad news first. We got into our Dow Jones trade yesterday, and actually it looks like the correction extends, and we have the stop loss at the last 0.3. So just we have to wait, because I'm still convinced that we will finally reach the point of control. Yeah, maybe it needs a little bit more time, or maybe we need a second entry. So actually we have to wait. I leave my stop loss at the last 0.3. Then we have an open position DAX 40, by the way, and look what happens here. We missed, I guess it was 1 or 2 points here in where we missed the point of control. So I would say we hit the point of control perfectly. So, but we missed my exit or my target, kind of a couple of pips maybe. So, however, the stop loss is in profit because we saw a new trend, and the trend is still valid. So I cannot lose money because I sold 75% of my full position, and the rest is running by a trend right now. And actually, I just leave it there. So I'm still speculating that we will continue with the trend. If not, yeah, then it's running the stop loss. So I don't care about it. Yeah, I don't care. So next one is Euro USD. And here we see that the trend is still continuing. And let's have a look at the trader sentiment in Euro USD. And here we go. 81% are still on the buyer side. It's a little bit lower right now, less numbers, because we come from 92%, 88, 70, 80, then it's rising a little bit, and now it's lower. So maybe now we got very slowly the turning point, maybe. So just wait for it, but the trend is still valid. And here you have another proof. If you don't intervene into your trend or into your trade, you see how long does a trend could run if you sit on your hands and if you don't intervene into your trade. So we had a job to do, and it was the second trend arm. You know, we had in and out because we are deep in a green zone. It was not to expect it that the trend will continue so far, but that was my plan, and I'm not sad about that because I'm happy. Yeah, it was my plan. Yes, it looks like it's a terrible thing because we lost so much money. No, we did not. It was the plan, and you have to make a plan when you're on the edge of the right side, yeah, and not in a look back. That's stupid. So we are acting on the edge of the right side. So, and therefore you have to make the plan. So I'm happy with this. So maybe we get the turning point here in Euro USD. So just wait for it. A new trend, by the way. Then we have the gold chart. And you know, we opened a position yesterday in gold, and we hit the point of control perfectly. So actually we got in yesterday, and the stop loss is above the last 0.3 with a question mark. because the origin, the confirmed 0.3 is much higher. That's not handleable in this way. So let's see if we will get if we come lower or if we run into the stop loss. You can only work with probabilities. Most important point is that we stuck to the rules all the time, because we only work with probabilities. Let's check Bitcoin. And as I mentioned a couple of days before, we hit zone, we reached the point of control, and now we are circling around the point of control. So there is not really a visible trend on the right edge. So just wait for it. And finally, British pound USD. Yeah, the trend, yeah, actually there is not really a trend, maybe. It's kind of downtrend. Last 0.2, so 1. So there was not really a correction anywhere. So here was the second trend arm. Yeah, and by the way, you see, second trend arm, and it worked. We had a close below the last 0.2. So this is what I say, if 4-hourly chart is your preferred time frame you can handle with, which I cannot, because I have too much things to do, whereas daily chart my preferred time frame, because my job is to stick to rules and to catch the first signal in the second trend arm. So therefore, if you don't have time to check the charts every 4 hours, yeah, then it's not possible to make money in this way. Then you should switch to a higher time frame, because the time frame, by the way, you can choose the time frame whatever you want, by the way, but on the long run you will see your trading success is based on coincidence. So the time frame must fit to your lifestyle. If you're a part-time trader, then you make sure that you never miss a signal in the second trend arm. If you miss too many signals, the result is a coincidence, and this is not how we can make money in the long run. Yeah. So let's go. And yeah, that was the focus charts. So, and before we jump to our running trades, I have the question of today, because we have a couple of running trades, a couple of proposals for today. So the question for you today is, why do a private trader need rules at all? So 2 options: without rules there is chaos, and rules reduces the emotions. So what do you think privately? Why do a private trader really need rules? Feel free to check whatever is in your mind, by the way. So let's start with the running trades, for example, and we start with Australian dollar, Swiss franc. And we are still in the correction zone. We are still struggling in the correction zone. You know, this is our trend, still the trend move. So, and we are still in the second trend arm, and we are still expecting that we reach the 0.2. It will take time, or days or weeks maybe, until we reach. Otherwise, we'll get in a stop loss. As long as the trend will not break, everything is fine. We can suppose that the trend will continue finally. Same in Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. So here we are back on track already, which means we reached kind of entry again. So here we start. That's the trend, and we see that's the second trend on, basically. So we corrected deep, lower than 38, which means we opened a position a bit higher in the correction zone. And now we are still speculating that we reach the last 0.2 or see a close above. Then the strategy is working. So actually we saw, yes, 3 days ago, we saw this balance candle, and maybe this was a sign that now more buyers for the Canadian dollar are still there. And actually we are back on the entry for the moment. Okay, let me see. I need to ask you how to set up the Heikin Ashi chart you use. Frank, let me show you. I will show you live here in the show because some people have the same question. So then it's recorded and then you can see it again. But let me finish this part first of all. So Euro Australian dollar, we are still at the entry roundabouts. And as I said, actually there is no need to intervene. So this is the trend. Actually, that's the second trend arm. Yeah, and here we go. We are still speculating that we see a trend continuation to the lower side. And as you can see, actually, we are here at the entry. So for the moment, there is nothing to do. Then it's Euro New Zealand dollar. So, and I guess we see a loss here because, yeah, it was a little bit my mistake because the trend was continuing a little bit earlier and we had the chance to stop the trade earlier here, but actually I guess we reached the point, we reached the stop loss. So basically we stuck to rules, that's the most important point, but we should get closer to a trade management. Okay, so that's the running trades for the moment. And sometimes I got the question because using my Heikin Ashi chart. So I will show you. So let's open any kind of chart, for example. So let's open a normal chart and do this. So this is the first picture you have when you open a normal chart. Okay, so now you want to have Heikin Ashi. Okay, so open the how is it called? Navigator. So and then you will find anywhere in this list, you will find anywhere the Heikin Ashi. It's here under H Heikin Ashi. So drag and drop into the chart, and then you can choose any kind of colors you want. So like something like this. So basically, then it looks like this. And you see it's completely different to mine. Yeah, so what you have to do, first of all, on the upper side, you see here, look at this one, my mouse on the upper side. It's the symbol chart. So here you have the candles, or you have the line chart, and you have the bar chart. So first of all, switch to the bar chart. So, and then it looks like more familiar with mine, right? So, but you have still this kind of bars in the chart. So, and what you have to do is now to set the bar charts the same background color like the background. Yeah, so let's do it in this way. Press the right mouse button, then to properties. So, and then you have the bar up and bar down here. So give it the same color like the background is. Which one you use, it's up to you. So, and then go here and you see it looks like mine. Yeah, okay, I changed the colors, by the way. If you want to change the colors of the Heikin Ashi, then you can click on indicator, by the way, because it's an indicator list, for example, then Heikin Ashi, and here we go. So visualization, here colors, you can change the colors here in this field. So, and then it should look like mine. So you see, here we go. It's just I use under the colors. Yeah, I use other colors, but now it looks like familiar to you, and you see this is how it works. So now it's recorded, and everybody can check it if your chart looks like different to mine. So I have some proposals for you today, and what's the time? Yeah, 10 minutes we have to go. Okay, I have a couple of proposals for you, and we start with British pound in 4-hourly chart, by the way. First of all, if you have this on your list and 4-hourly chart is your time frame, then basically be careful. Basically, we have a main uptrend, and is this one. So we are waiting, yeah, because this is the main uptrend, yeah, because there was no trend continuation for the moment at the point 2, and you know it's still basically the second trend on right now, yeah. So just wait. We are basically waiting that we can see the turning point and we can continue with the green trend, but also we don't have an open position right now, which means I have to trade the trend I see on the right edge. So, and on the right edge, you see there's a downtrend. It's the correction, yes, it's the correction of the main trend, but it's a trend. And now it is still in the second trend arm. So here, actually, we are waiting for a correction. So where is the point of control? So point of control is quite up. Why? We are waiting for the long trend to go up to the point of control. But actually, we don't have an open trade, so we have to trade what we see on the right side. So, and it's completely allowed to trade the correction of the main trend. So here we go. And we are waiting here for a correction. It's the second trend arm, then a turning point, and let's go down to this and then handle it, because it's just a correction. Yeah. Okay. So what's about the green and red bars that go across? I don't know what you're talking about, Frank. What about the green and red bars that go across? You mean this indicator on the left side? This is a special indicator. This is the market profile. That's the market profile. That's not included in MetaTrader. You have to buy it. For that, you can send me an email. Go on my homepage, dowhow-trading.com, and send me a contact, and then I can send you this one. Also, William, just on my homepage, dowhow-trading.com, and then send me an email or whatever. You'll find me on Instagram, Twitter, wherever. I get you will find me. You can get in touch with me. So therefore, on your watch list, British pound, Canadian dollar, British pound, Canadian dollar. The next one is the bond market, the German bond market, because it's really, really interesting, because there is a trend and it's an uptrend. And by the way, you can see the point of control is up. So here we go. There was, yes, 4-hourly chart. Here we go. Where do we start? There's the trend break. So move. Correction. This is the perfect trend. You see, there was the chance. There was the chance. Now we are in. Why do I have this on my list? I have to check it my chart. Sorry for that. Why is this on my checklist? Here we go. The trend is drawing differently here. Okay, now I can see it. Yeah, no, it's not longer. It's the third trend on, by the way. If you draw it perfectly, then technically perfectly, then you have to start here and just take it the learning effect. So, and here was the second trend arm, balance candles, and you see it moved up. So here, there, here in this, there was the second trend arm. Now it's a third one. It's also possible, but actually I would wait maybe because there's a kind of downtrend right now, and we see 100% correction. Maybe it's a good thing to wait for another one, second trend arm included in this main trend. So therefore just keep it on a watch list. It's cool. So think, what's your website? I can't seem to see it anywhere. No, it's not Admirals. It's my private homepage, dowhow-trading.com. So, okay, I give it to you, dowhow-trading.com. So, here we go. Okay, so then let's go to the next one. And in Australian New Zealand dollar, I think we have a new uptrend in 4-hour. Oh, really? Okay, let's check it. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. It's already over. Oh, sorry, this is, yeah, for shot. No, it's too late. Because I saw it this morning too, but it's too late. If you draw the trend perfectly, Plumman, this get a cactus for you, by the way. Yeah, then there was the chance. There was it. Here we go. Was a little bit crazy because there was the rate decision here, but basically it's too late. Third trend on, by the way. Therefore, I didn't have it on my. I don't have it on my list. So let's see. Okay, 4 minutes to go. What's on my daily chart list? It's Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, by the way, still. Here we go. We talked about it, and now it's going up. Maybe we'll reach very soon the entry. Australian dollar, Japanese yen also, yeah, also on the list, and British pound, Australian dollar also on the list. And here we are. This is the trend on the right side. Here we go. That's the trend. And here the correction, second trend arm, and maybe we go up. Therefore, I have it on my list. So that's the trading ideas for today. I guess we have enough to do for this. And yeah, let me see the question for today and just talk 2 minutes about that. Why do a private trader need rules? And we have 58% means rules reduces the emotions, and 42% says without rules there is chaos. Both are correct, both are right. So, but basically the question is, why do a private trader need rules? What's the cause? You know, we work with this dependent origination. Why is there a cause? Why do we need rules? There's just one answer. If you cannot work with guarantees, you have to work with probabilities. If you don't have a guarantee, you need a strategy. So follow the path of logic if you think about trading. This is, by the way, the big topic in my new trading course. Follow the path of logic. If you want to know what happens next, you have to influence. Whatever there is in trading, there is the price. How you can influence the price personally? With your account size, with volume. If you don't have that volume to influence the price on the right side, then you have to work with a strategy. And a strategy is based on probabilities. But to calculate a probability with mathematical calculations, which is the result of a probability, you need fixed conditions, you know, and for fixed conditions, therefore you need rules. If then, like an experiment in the science, if then. So, and here we go. If rule number 2, if rule number 1, 2, 3, 4, then it happens this. This is kind of a back test. This is a kind of experiment you can repeat and repeat and repeat again. And this is the real truth and the real cause why a private trader, which has no impact and no influence to the price, in real needs the rules, by the way. Of course, you are right. Without rules, there is chaos. Absolutely. It's in the universe the same. If there were no gravity, okay, there were kind of chaos. And you see what's going on in the world right now with this stupid COVID-19 stuff. Yeah, there are not really rules. No one knows what is to do because there is no experience right now, isn't it? There is no experience. This generation is handling this the first time ever. So where should the experience come from? Why do we blame all the government? There is no one who has experience with the pandemic. You cannot compare with the Spain influenza 100 of years ago. It's a new generation. So therefore, we have chaos at the moment because there are no rules. And this is what makes us crazy in life, and it what makes us crazy in trading also. So therefore, we need rules to calculate the probability. Otherwise, you have chaos. And this is what we don't need on the right edge. We need a clear structure. This is what makes you crazy all the time. This is kind of gambling and guessing on the right side. But the moment you have rules, it's kind of checklist. Yeah, check 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have 4 checks, then let's go. Otherwise, there is an inner chaos and a chaos in your mind. And this is, guys, the main reason why people fail in trading. Yeah, and by the way, rules reduces the emotions is also right, but it's a consequence. The real reason is we cannot influence. We have no guarantees. Therefore, we need the rules. That's the real reason. What I gave you for an option here is just the consequences. Yeah, chaos. That's right. And of course, rules can reduce the emotions. Yes, but for that, you need a little bit more. Do you know at the end, then I'm finished, do you really know what reduces all emotions at a low level in trading? What is it? So type in the chat box, what is it? Just to finish. What is it? What reduces emotions to an absolutely low level for traders? What is it? Rules we talked about. But that's not the real cause. What is it? What do you think? Small position sizes is a kinda. Certainty, it's a kinda. Yeah. You're right, by the way. Yeah, go on. Small position sizes, certainty. There is one. There is a question here. A clear plan, of course, yeah. The first stop in plus, yes. Being certain on your trade before you execute. Everything is right. Trade managers, you're all on track. Stick in the rules, you're all on track. But that's what you said, what you wrote here in the chat. It's just consequence. It's not the real cause. The absolutely, very, very absolutely real cause is the path of logic. Only if you can explain what happens with position sizing, with trade management, with certainty, something like that, how you trade management, only if you can explain every single step with logic, this reduces the emotions on an absolutely low level. And trading is pure logic. And I love it. And I do really love it. And this is what I want to teach you every single day. Thanks to Admirals that we can make this every morning. I wish you a lovely, wonderful day. Stick to the rules, have courage and be kind, and may the force of the rules be with you